How many people in here come back to Christ or came to Christ for the first time, at least partially, through pain? Yeah, a lot of us in here have. Pain wakes you up. Why does Jesus say, or one reason, why do you think he says it's difficult for a rich man to get into heaven? Why do you think he says that? Why does he say, blessed are the poor? When you have what you think is security, you don't think you need God, right? But when you don't, you're blessed because you really know your true needs. By the way, when Jesus said it's difficult for a rich man to get into heaven, he didn't say it was impossible, okay? It is difficult, but it's not impossible, thankfully. In fact, pain and suffering not only wakes us up to God, but it helps develop our trust and faith in God. And this is throughout the Scriptures. Here are just a few of them. James, the 2nd verse in the 1st chapter, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. And he goes on to say, patience perfects you. By the way, when you get into trouble, do you count it joy? That's what this is saying. Count it all joy. I don't count it joy. I want out right away, don't you? Count it all joy, he says, because what's going to happen as a result of that pain is actually a good thing for you. Of course, in Romans 5, Paul says we also glory in tribulation, knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance character, and character hope. Do you guys glory in tribulation? Because again, you're going to get good things from it if you react to it properly. Sometimes you can go through tribulation and get what? Mad at God and turn away from Him. In fact, if you think about this, suffering develops character, and some virtues can only be developed through evil and trial. And for example, it's very difficult to develop courage without danger. It's difficult to develop perseverance without obstacles. It's difficult to develop compassion if no one is suffering. It's difficult to develop patience without tribulation. In fact, again, if you want to develop patience, pray for it. Because what's going to happen that day? Everything's going to go wrong. Never pray for patience. Your transmission will fall out of your car. It's difficult to develop character without adversity, and it's also very difficult sometimes to develop trust without need, or faith. Really, the word in the Bible, faith, really means trust. Trust in. Doesn't mean you're believing something without evidence. Contrary to that, it means after you know that it's true, trust in it. After you know that God exists, after you know that Jesus is the way, then trust in Him for your salvation. I know this is going to sound like a cliche. It is, but it's true. No pain, no gain.